This hand might actually be a keep. It's 5 land, but he's on 6, and I have Lightning Bolt and a Liliana. And I do have a Raging Ravine. I'm going to try it out. On the draw, I have 8 cards. I think this hand beats a lot of hands. And it has a clear path to victory. I can convert those lands into value with Liliana. And then win with Raging Ravine. And obviously Lightning Bolt any early play. He leads with Misty Rainforest. I'll lead with Raging Ravine. I draw another land. Looks like he is playing Birthing Pod. So I would have Lightning Bolted, but I'm instead going to sit back on Anger of the Gods. If he plays Kitchen Finks, I'm in good shape. He plays Birthing Pod. So in this situation, I will go ahead and bolt his Scavenging Ooze. Then play Liliana. Have us both discard. And then try to control him out. I'm going to use Anger of the Gods to clear out his board. I need to stop Birthing Pod. From here, Liliana. Discarding. Could have made the case for not discarding there. But I don't think that Chandra was too important. I'm just going to attack with Raging Ravine. Unfortunately, he's going to get red cap and win. So it's over. Could attack with Ravine. But this way he's forced to use Birthing Pod. Sack the red cap. sideboard, I want Anger of the Gods. Grafdigger's Cage is really good. Thoughtseize is good. I think Courser is weak. And I think Chandra is pretty weak. Definitely not boarding out Lightning Bolt. And I think one Slaughter Pact is pretty sweet. Better than one Chandra. Perhaps not, though. Chandra is a nice follow-up to Anger of the Gods. Thoughtseize. He has 3 Voice and a Pride Mage. So I'll take Voice, and then hopefully deal with the other 2 with the Anger. I could hold the Marsh Flats, or hold the Dark Confidant, and hope he plays out more stuff and play it slow, but I would rather draw a couple of cards. Yeah, I can Anger next turn and be in a great shape. He plays Kitchen Finks instead, which is fine. I need to get another black land here. I'm just going to Anger here. Not give him the option. I could attack, but he might block and gain 2 life instead of taking 2. Thoughtseize. Take his Pride Mage that I knew about. Swamp. Confidant. And I'll bolt his Voice. And I'll bolt the token, leaving him with nothing, me with the Confidant, and hopefully I can beat his draw step with mine. If I draw Scavenging Ooze, I'll have plenty of life. There it is. I'm going to leave his creature in the graveyard because of my 2 Tarmogoyf. And this way I'll keep green mana up in case he has some persist creatures. He has Cord. Maybe for an ooze of his own. He has ooze of his own. So I'll take his voice now. Shriekmaw. He actually doesn't cast it. He's going to evoke it and then pump his ooze twice, which is kind of cool. And also shrink my Goyf back down. So I'm just going to pass it back. So he can make my Goyfs 2/3s. He can't shrink them anymore. And luckily I hit the Liliana to remove that and then clear the way for my creatures. So game 3. I'm going to bring in the Liliana for the Chandra. Could have maybe done that last game. Slaughter Pact is pretty solid, but not as good as the other cards. Craft Digger's Cage, of course, turns off Birthing Pod, and it turns off Court of Calling. Pretty solid hand with 2 discard and a Terminate. That Thoughtseize is hopefully going to hit a Birthing Pod. So if he plays an Accelerator, I have to play Thoughtseize. If he doesn't, I can play Inquisition. I have to play Thoughtseize. Viscera Seer, 3 land. So my Inquisition doesn't do anything, but he doesn't have anything. So I'm going to ignore his bird, keep my removal spells for his relevant creatures, since all he has is mana. So that's cool. I can discard his Viscera Seer now. I'll use the Thoughtseize here. You might have something, unlike last time. Take the red cap. He didn't have double black. And then Inquisition, the Abrupt Decay. And I'm in pretty decent shape. Thin the deck out a little bit. So now I wish I would have had that Inquisition in my hand to discard. But I don't. I'm going to leave Liliana where it's at. I'm not really going for the ultimate against a deck like this. That Terminate in hand is more valuable in this top deck situation. And again, right here, that Terminate is very valuable. So Liliana will sit and play as a double seal of Diabolic Edict. I don't even really need to kill that. Now the only card I'm really worried about is Scavenging Ooze. So I suppose I should not terminate that elemental yet. So if I kill the elemental, he does have ooze, then I can just Liliana and kill it. And go from there. So I'm certainly going to terminate the elemental now. Looks to be in good shape. He evokes Revel Arc. He's going to target probably Voice, red cap. So now I can terminate the elemental. Now we can red cap the Liliana grow my Tarmogoyf. Now I can send in Raging Ravine. And then he can double block. If I send in both, he can block, deal me 1, and then get me with Gavany. So I need to leave Tarmogoyf back. Now he can use Gavany to pump the Murderous back. So here I have to use Ravine on defense. So as long as he doesn't have that cord, I'll win. And I should have tapped the swamp instead of Grove of the Burn Willows. Because he does have 5 creatures in his graveyard. And I suppose I want to get rid of them all. Though I guess I want to keep 1 because of his Goyf, so this is fine. Though I actually can only get a few of them because I need to leave a land up in case he does have the cord now. Now I can send in a lethal Ravine. And a lethal Ooze. So he's going to have to block both. Abrupt Decay kills a double block on Ooze. And I'll win. Thanks for watching.